Are there any specific routines or habits that help you maintain balance and stability?
As far as routines or habits, a lot of times it's consistency. A lot of times it's also understanding that if I have energy, I have to use it. I'm a bit of a Taoist myself, which I know I mispronounced that, but I have a Western tongue, and trying to say Taoism is not exactly the easiest thing in the world, but it's going with the flow. It's being like water, if you understand that term. Where if I have energy, okay, I can't sit still, I'm not comfortable in my own skin, I'm going to go take a walk. Or I'm going to go do yoga, or I'm going to go practice martial arts, or I'm going to go play video games, or I'm going to do something. If I'm feeling aggressive, I'm going to go do something calming. If I'm feeling spacey, I'm going to give myself some time. I'm going to be a bit softer with myself and say, it's okay, just do whatever you need to do. Sometimes that means I'm just going to sit down and watch a movie or my pro wrestling, or I'm going to play a video game, or I'm going to spend more time with my instruments, making music. These are the things that I have to do. I have many hobbies, and all of these hobbies I use to mitigate what chaos is turning around in my head. Almost every single act I do has purpose. There's very few times where I act without thinking, because when I act without thinking, people get hurt, and I can't allow that to happen again.
What do you do when your mind feels out of control?
Oh, what do I do when my mind feels out of control? I fucking hide is what I do. Look, when my brain... These aren't easy questions. When my brain feels out of control, sometimes I feel as if I'm some divine being and am capable of everything. Or sometimes I feel infernal and as if I could be the destroyer of worlds. Neither one of these are good ways to feel. Neither one of these are good aspects. These are things that I have to avoid. I have to try and stay somewhere in the middle, right? So what do I do when I feel like that? Fucking hide. I hide away. There's a controller in my hand. I'm playing a video game, or I'm playing music, or I'm watching something on television, or I'm developing a new podcast, or I'm writing a story, or I'm doing something. I'm doing something away from others. I'm being creative. I'm being positive. I'm exercising. I'm trying a new yoga pose. I'm attempting a new combination from Jeet Kune Do. I'm building a Lego set. I'm doing something. Something away from people.
How important has your support system been in your journey? Can you share how friends, family, or professionals have helped you?
Support system? What's that? I know that sounds crude, but a lot of times it does really feel like I'm alone in this, because for the most part, a lot of people don't understand it. They can't comprehend. My partner a partner has schizoaffective disorder, so she kind of gets where I'm coming from, and even she looks at me some days and goes, I don't know how you're functional. I mean, and this is going to sound so bad no matter how I put it, but when you have someone with schizophrenia asking you, how are you staying stable, and they're impressed, that should say something. That's how bad I get. But this is what I have to deal with. Sometimes I could find those rare individuals who understand it, who I can talk to, who will empathize with it. Sorry, it's hard to even say that word right now. Empathize with this affliction. And they're so rare. Most people give you lip service about how they understand and they know you're going through things. But again, the moment that you come up and you're manic, or you come up and you're frothing at the mouth, they suddenly don't want anything to do with you. So it's really, really hard to keep any type of support network there that isn't paid. You know, I mean, I've had therapists and doctors who are willing to talk to me about these things, but that's about it. I mean, who the hell wants to sit in a room with someone alone talking about how they're having a conversation with a person who isn't there and they really want to kill them? No one wants to deal with that. So what the fuck is a support system?
What are some common misconceptions about bipolar disorder and ADHD that you wish people better understood?
Common misconceptions about bipolar and ADHD, or really about any other type of mental illness, is we can't turn this shit off. You know, I mean, it's gotten better in the last maybe 5 years, but you still have those people who go, well, it's all in your head. No shit! I know it's all in my head. That's why it's just called mental fucking illness. I know it's in my head. I can't change that. There is not a magical on-off switch. I can't just suddenly go click, oh, I'm no longer bipolar. If I could, I would have done that fucking decades ago, but I can't. All right? ADHD is not just, oh, I'm hyper. No, it's disruptive. My brain will not function. It will not focus. It's jumping from subject to subject. If I sit down to work on a podcast, or to work on one of my recordings, or to work on my music, and suddenly I hear a noise, it can destroy it, and I cannot go back to it because something else happened. These are not cute little things. ADHD is not a cute little funny thing to have. Oh, it just makes you quirky. No, it's not. This is something that destroys every single aspect of my life. It has tainted everything I have ever done. There is always going to be an asterisk across everything I have ever done in my life that says, yes, but due to bipolar and ADHD, it could have been better. Think about that. If you're capable of it.